Was the day before Christmas? Hell, it's bright. It's also noon. Whoa. I have everything right. There we go. Beauty. I've had no caffeine, so if things seem off, they are. That was actually the lo-fi Christmas stuff there. It's a premiere for a weird reason. I don't know. I could have clicked on something else, but I was like, yeah, what's this? I'm curious. Day 24. It's over. 24 days in a row of daily live streams on only this channel. Actually, I have no idea how many other channels might do that, but I did this here, and it's not as easy as it looks, as you can tell. Today, I bet you're thinking to yourself, hang on, I thought the live stream was tonight. It is. This is a double live streaming day, double dipping on Christmas Eve. That sounds appropriate, because tonight is a little bit different. There's going to be a giveaway. Still haven't fully decided on what that's going to be. And, of course, there's this. So I just made them two different things, because it would be way too hard to try to get the Flavor Advent Calendar, a raffle giveaway, and a special guest all into one live stream. I was like, no. Plus, I had the thumbnail for this one I made already. That was really the deciding factor out of everything. I got the thumbnail already. Might as well. Day 20. I can get rid of this giant box now. That's good. We got bamboozled yesterday again. That's all right. That's what we're here for. Oh, that's better. Again, the only thing I've had is little bitty yogurt. Drinkable yogurt, not like the eating kind. I don't have time to eat. Can't just put the food from here with the spoon into my mouth. No. Put it in the liquid form and let me drink it as fast as I can. That's that. See if I can catch up with this crap. There we go. Ugh. I still don't know why this is a premiere. Don't worry about it. I will worry about it, and then I will hopefully figure out what the hell's going on. Here we go. This is live, technically. That's not what I meant to do. You've heard me fiddle with that many times. Trying to get this lo-fi music in the background without it being too loud. Because, believe it or not, I do not speak loudly enough. I could talk like this the entire time, except this is exhausting. So I'm gonna stop. See people in chat, kind of. I'll explain that later. I have to resize this now, as I have a little bit of weirdness going on with the lighting. 5 fingers. No, I said that. 5 fingers. Hello. Welcome. I need to see here. Sugar Kitty Meow. It was a pleasure to see you guys here. Sounds so convincing. Emily Chambers, cheers. Meow. To you too, because my brain is about 30 seconds behind everything I'm doing. And it's breakfast whiskey, almost. Yeah, I had Bailey's in my coffee yesterday, so not a hell of a lot of difference today. What are they gonna do for day 24? Is my question. Oh, and if you're wondering why the lighting's so weird, I will tell you. Noon lighting right here. It's a gray, foggy day in New England town, and I had to figure out that if I need this, see, watch. That's how it would normally look, and there's actually a light over here that's on. So we're keeping that on, so I don't look like I'm in the gloom as much as I am. Bob KillCo, hi Dad. You got gifts coming tomorrow, and in the word gifts, I mean whiskey. Let's get this started. I only have 30 minutes. I've already wasted 5, or used up 5 and wasted them. Time is never wasted. Not looking. It is day 24. Last one. I feel like I should break this one after I open it. Just throw it on the ground. You know, have glass all over the floor, so that's not a good idea. I'm making positive decisions today, not destroying glass on my mess of the floor and adding more of a hazard to it. Hazardous enough as it is. Okay, facing that away from me. Make sure I don't see anything. We're gonna have a grand old time trying to figure out the color of this today. Directly in the light. It could be a bourbon, except it's really light. I just said that it my entire theme this whole month is almost been could be bourbon. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna throw a Scotch at me at this point. And this one's that gray. Well, it's not gray, but it's in that. It's that color where it could go any weird direction it wants. This could be Japanese whiskey for all I know. We did that already, I think. But look at this. It's not quite amber. It's not quite gold. It's just hanging out in the middle. We'll say sunset. That's pretty close to a sunset. It's not like the deep, dark red sunset, but it's that the sun is getting low. It's not quite bright yellow anymore. It's not quite those deeper colors that come with what you think of when, or at least what I think of when the sun is setting. But it's getting there. Feels weird to have breathsy. It's like breakfast and whiskey mixed together. Why am I doing this so early without caffeine? Okay, onto the nose. I'm wondering what the heck this is. Instant thoughts are musty. It's either grapes or cherries. Actually, it was sherry, weirdly enough. I thought of wine. It was the gist of that thought. Going more malt. It's got vanilla to it. Yeah, we're leaning towards the Scotch, but I want to say it's some kind of space side. Or something along those lines. It's that sweet musty with what I can only assume is some sort of finish. I don't like this feeling I'm having. Because my brain's like, there's a wine influence, Brian. I'm like, really? I haven't had caffeine yet. I don't know if I have the energy to argue with myself. So malty, probably finished in something. Somewhat sweet on the nose. A lot of dried fruits and dark fruits. We got plum, cherry, and raisins. Right, not raisins, grapes. That's what I said. Might as well be raisin though. Once you get any sort of wine finish, I always seem to get raisin. Grapes I like. Raisins not so much. I don't hate them like I did when I was a child, but it's not my favorite. And before I forget, which I will, last chance to bid on a tasting with Irene Tan. This is it. This is it. You didn't do it, you had a whole month to do it. Well, at least almost a full month to do it. So after this live stream ends, you're cut off. Well, I mean, you could find it again if you really wanted to, with the links everywhere, but technically speaking, no more. I mean, really, you have until the live stream tonight. As officially, I'm saying it's going to be cut off at the end of this live stream, but I won't chase anyone down who's trying to get that final bid in. Today is the day for the winner. They get announced tonight. I have a feeling I know who it's going to be. But if you want to try to beat them, go ahead. This is your last chance. Not overly complicated. That's most of the notes I'm getting there. I do have a pie. Is there a mixed berry pie out there? I mean, there is. I just don't know what it's called exactly other than mixed berry pie. I mean, James, don't worry about it. It's one of those things. It's like you either want to go for it and you have the ability to do so, or you're like, damn it. Yeah, because I'm getting a little bit of that crust going. Like pie crust. Pie crust, deep berry, deep dark fruits. Some vanilla. Maybe some butter, if I'm thinking about pie crust. It smells pretty good. I'm hesitant. So once I'm like, I think it's a Scotch, and for whatever reason I found myself being more intimidated by Scotches that have a musty note than I am of ones that are peated. Peated, it's just like, okay, yay. Musty stuff, I go, what are you gonna taste like? But as far as this one goes, the nose does not repel me as some do. So we're going with that. I still don't know exactly what it is. Sugar Kitty has a better idea of what that is. But as far as me, I just like, there's a type out there, I forget what. Bumbleberry pie is a thing, that sounds right. I'm getting mighty thirsty here. We have 3 minutes though until I actually no, 3 minutes until I finish my analysis, and then we find out what it is. Imagine I haven't had any caffeine yet. Ugh. It's an evolving palate. It's not overly complicated though. It's not sweet. I was anticipating some kind of sweet. Drink a little water just in case. I swear, if they threw in some kind of Macallan just to mess with me. I remember Macallan wasn't to my tastes, but I don't exactly remember why. That's been a while since I tried that. Shush. Sorry, my phone's making noise. Dear friend of mine, but still, it's like, noise. Next hole on the palate. See what happens next. It's almost bitter. We got tobacco, some vanilla, some cinnamon. Get those prickly feelings in my tongue, so it's starting to dry out. And then it just fades off. I like the progression. Like, it's got stages, like notable stages. But as far as the palate, not overly complicated, and not as sweet as I wanted it to be. I thought it would be sweeter. Again, the nose was a bit one of those like, do it! Smithwick's Red Ale. See, that's what I didn't do. I should have bought some beer or cider or something, and I just... it didn't register. I'll do it after. Once the holiday's done. At least the first holiday of the end of this month is finished. I will definitely want something for New Year's Eve, since guess what? You should be here for that. I'm debating on the time frame. My thought process is I will go live Sunday at 9 o'clock. And I say 9 o'clock because I want to do... I don't know if I've ever done a New Year's Eve stream, because I don't know if I've ever landed on it like we have this time. I feel I would have had to do it on a day I wouldn't normally do it, and for whatever reason this year, Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve both land on a Sunday, which is when I live stream. There's a live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Then Friday, which is just going to be like a what the hell are we doing here live stream. Like, I got a couple days until the end of the year. We already did Christmas, so it's Friday. That's it. And then New Year's Eve, where I want to do a whole stay up till midnight thing. And that would be a 3-hour live stream, which is a lot for me. It's just me, folks. I'll likely have 3 drinks and go over those. Maybe my my favorites for the year or something like that. Finish the year with a bang. But we'll see. And I don't like doing the videos I should do, like YouTube wise, is telling me, you know, the top blah 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 for the year, the best of the year, etc., etc. And I did a short and explained it pretty well within 60 seconds, instead of having to go through the effort of an entire video to try to convince people to buy stuff that already happened. If you want to know which one I like the best this year, watch the videos. One of them is fairly obvious and happened recently, so you'll never guess which one it is. One more time back into this. Still a lot of like dark fruits, heavy fruit notes on this. Palate, not my favorite. That's okay. We are going to have more whiskey tonight, so that's fine. I am wondering what they left for the end. My assumption is a Scotch with some kind of age statement. People like that, so we'll see. I'll dry a little oak, tobacco, leathery. Slowly fades into the spices. When it starts to get dry, there's a little prickle at the end of my tongue as it finishes off. Huh. And my palate's supposed to be the best early in the day. Like, you're supposed to. The rumor is, I don't know about the actual. The rumor is that you wake up, pour yourself whiskey, because your palate's like completely reset. You've been asleep all night, your tongue hanging out. You have some water before you do it. That's it. That's where they say your palate's supposed to be spot on. And for this one, at least, I'm just finding it to be tobacco, leather, dry, vanilla, dark fruits like raisins, plum. I think there was another one. What do we call it? Pie? What was the pie name? Bumbleberry pie, so a mixed fruit pie. A little buttery, a little pie crust in there, of course. That was on the nose, but the palate has been not what I thought. Not what I thought it would be. Blech. It's wild. All right, last day. Let's find out what you are, you son of a gun. What's odd is they gave me a whole lot of paper. Oh wait, no they didn't. I moved the days. I actually forgot completely. Well, I didn't forget, but I didn't bother to list off what the rest of the live videos were when we figured out what they were. I'll try to go back to do that soon. I remember. Okay, day 23, day 24. There actually are a few pages after this, so I'm going to look at that too. Oh, well, guess what? It's a Scotch. Oh, ooh. What does that mean? That doesn't explain. Alright, they're tasting notes. Fruit, grassy, vanilla, fresh, malt, sweet, lingering, definitely, caramel, it's still on my tongue right now, and crisp. I see what they mean by crisp. It's not what I would say, though, clearly. So this is called Deer, Bear, and Moose. Highland 2007 Scotch whiskey. 40%. Thankfully. The color on this. I'm going with corn. That's what's on their little cheat sheet here for colors. I don't like the fact that it's called corn, but that's what it's called. Let's use my desk here, because that's what this is now. My moving desk. Last chance to see what this is. There you we go. It's the one they have between pale straw and gold, which is appropriate. Here we are. What tasting notes are. Do it, do it, do it, do it. There we go. Fruit, malt, fresh, vanilla, grassy, sweet, lingering, caramel, and crisp. There we are. Day 24. The Deer Bear and Moose Highland 2007. The Scotch whiskey, 40%. My confusion is it doesn't have a number. Like Highland 2007, does that mean it was bottled in 2007? Does that mean it was barreled in 2007? Explain! Or is it just 2007, meaning something else entirely? I am completely lost on that. Tasting notes. This one gets a... honestly, a 4. I want to give it a higher rank just because it's day 24. But 4 seems appropriate. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. So it's not quite a 5, because a 5 would have a little bit more of a palate that I prefer. As the whiskey, though, it's not terrible, but it's definitely a Scotch for a different palate than my own. But I don't dislike it. That's the good thing. It's not like, ugh, terrible. It's just one of those, like, oh, interesting progression. Not a lot on the palate. Interesting nose. Slightly confusing. So let's see. Wine. I did say malt at the beginning because I thought it was a Scotch, which it is. Bonus points to me. Fruit. Yeah, well, that's... I like how it has bananas, oranges, kiwis, and I'm not sure what that is. Is that some kind of weird-ass dragon fruit or a mutant lemon? Anyone else know? See the wrong way. I'm doing everything backwards, so it's complicated. Alright, focus first. See this, like, spiky, lemon-looking thing? I don't know what that is. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. Kitty's multitasking as usual. Who knows what other people are streaming today? I mean, it's Christmas Eve. Maybe Scotch Canada, I assume. What else did I say? What would you call it? Berry pie or bumble pie? Bumbleberry pie. That sounds good. I didn't say that, but I know what it means. Sounds a lot better than mixed berry. We'll add the pie crust. We'll add the butter. The palette didn't really catch my attention, but one more time just in case. It's fine. But as soon as I get to that tobacco leathery note, speaking of, good progression. I'll add that too. Not tasting it, but it's true. I don't think I said that about many other whiskeys that were in this, where they had absolutely notable stages going on. Put, what was it, cinnamon? That's always on there. It seems like it's always on there. Cinnamon and pepper. I don't know if I said pepper out loud, but it's there. I should say black pepper. Gotta specify these days. Anything else? Wine, malt. Oh, I did do the berries. Plum. P. Oh, fuck's sake. P. You cannot die on me right now. Wait until I'm done. Plum. Raisin. I did say grape early on. I mean raisin. Whatever. What else? If you remember, please help me out again. This is the last one I have to do. And I think I fizzled out all my thoughts there. Wine malt, bumbleberry pie, pie crust, buttery, Y. Tobacco, leather, good progression. Cinnamon, black pepper, plum, raisin, grape. I didn't say vanilla. Okay. That was on the nose, but it's all the same right now. I don't try to differentiate that stuff. Here you go. If we can get this to focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you'd like to find out more about that, I'm indifferent at the moment because I haven't had caffeine yet. And I am not the best to be around right now. And I'll tell you guys, I'm going to make my coffee and I'm going to put some eggnog in it for the creamer instead. Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm looking forward to it. Reasons I didn't have the coffee today, because that would really screw up anything I'm doing now. What a really random way to end this. Deer, bear, and moose. Scotch. Huh? Are there deers, bear, and mooses in Scotland? Probably. I think of all those creatures, I think of around here, honestly. And that's further... Actually, I think of Canada for moose, but... Bears and deer, I know they exist around here. Or at least deer more than bears, thankfully. Good focus today. Yeah, thankfully. I had... This thing is cooperating, probably because the lighting is different. Instead of as bright. Yesterday, I didn't fiddle with the lighting at all. That was my base membership. I'll give you that. Your whiskey exploration... Wait. Words. Your whiskey exploring expedition doesn't have to end here, though. When you join Flaviar, the community of flavored finders, not sponsored, you'll expand your palates with tailored selections of bottles and tasting boxes, including in your membership. Get access to rare and hard-to-find gems. Find new favorites and become a seasoned connoisseur. Scan to claim your free base membership. Already did. Sorry. Sorry, it's not for you. And they have enough room for additional tasting notes at the back here. No, I'm not going to show you. Well, there you go. We did it. Another year, another advent calendar. Odd way to end it, but that's okay. Believe it or not, there's other whiskey I have that I can drink. You'll never guess. But I'll be polishing this off for lunch. I'll be having all the caffeine I can. And I'll very likely just play the Harry Potter game. I mean, what's it called? Something. Hogwarts Legion, like something. It's been fun. I'm being very cautious because I have other stuff to do. Coffee first. And we'll worry about the rest. Coffee and breakfast, actually. I haven't had any food and I'm about to drink some alcohol. 40% though, thankfully, but still. Still alcohol. It's one of the few I can think of as mouthwash. Do that. It's a little ashy too. Must be just the drying part of it. Huh. Tune in tonight, 7 p.m. I haven't set it up yet because trying to set up multiple streams is not something I want to deal with in my head. I'll set that up after this. Irene Tan's going to be joining us for Christmas Eve for a little bit. She won't be there for the whole thing. And then I'll spend the 2 hours of that, give or take, doing the raffles. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone you have to deal with tomorrow to tune in for their chance to win a special raffle pack by me. Privately connoisseur by your whiskey sommelier of choice, me. And that will be 4 samples, which I will decide on at some point today. And then the 9 Kingdoms sampler from Game of Thrones. That'll be good. That way you'll be able to try the Game of Thrones whiskeys, and then you got 4 of my favorites, depending on what they are. 4 of my faves. 4 whiskeys I've enjoyed, and I want to share with other people. One of them, I don't necessarily want to share with other people, but I know it's best that I do. And I may or may not make the poor decision of buying another bottle of it soon. I'm waiting till after the holiday. Because if someone else wants to get that bottle, well, it's a great gift. I don't want to take that away from someone else. However, if it's still there on Tuesday, go and get it. I'll probably even call ahead for that, just so I don't have to be disappointed. Get there and be like, oh. JD Bourbon approach. Cheers, all. Welcome to our final Advent Calendar day. Remember to tune in this evening. And of course, that's it. Get that private tasting with Irene Tan now, or forever hold your peace. And there you have it, folks. We're done. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you later this evening. Whoa. Oh, how do I finish this? Oh, yeah. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.